If we lead a life without any principle, without any guided pattern, it becomes quite chaotic. Imagine a lifestyle of a person who has no rhythm at all, doing things whenever. Such a life would be chaotic. So, when we adopt certain principles, especially trying to balance something, and one who is trying to embark upon an inner adventure, I think it is no less than having a discipline that one would demand in mountain climbing. For example, if you are planning for Everest climbing, imagine the amount of discipline you would have to have at a physical level. Such a discipline is, I would say, mandatory for a spiritual seeker. Let's see, if I plan myself to meditate 6:30 every morning, it's good to meditate 6:30 every morning. But let's say you happen to wake up late for whatever reasons and say, now you're going to meditate at 8 o'clock. So let it be so. Or sometime you might even meditate at 5 a.m. in the morning. So a certain level of flexibility is okay. But this need to meditate should always continue. Once we establish this particular rhythm, it becomes a kind of conditional thing that at certain time your mood will elicit certain feelings that, okay, time to meditate. At a fixed hour, you tend to meditate. Your inner system says, oh, let me meditate now. This is what I would like to call it as automatism. Second element of our practice is cleaning. Ideal time for cleaning is soon as we enter home. We complete this process of cleaning, which is done at the end of our working day. Instead of mingling with family right away, freshen up and clean ourselves so that we regain lighter consciousness, which is more friendly, more conducive, which is not emotionally pressurized because of the work situation. With such a fresh approach, which a lighter approach, when we interact with our family members, it's a joyous moment. Let us compare this moment of cleaning. Suppose if you don't do the cleaning, it is something like when you go to a gym and come back home all sweaty and you want to hug your little children. They would run away from you. Dad, you smell a lot today. When the consciousness is also polluted from inside, I think we also cast a certain shadow of our consciousness upon our loved ones. For example, if you had a bad day at work and you come home all fuming, you can see the atmosphere in the house, how everyone would become quiet. Instead of that, if you can go to your basement or in your room and just do the cleaning, okay, let's get rid of this baggage and freshen up yourself with a newer level of better consciousness, and then interact with family members. It only promotes harmony, love, joy. Before going to bed again, when we offer prayer, and just before we offer prayer, let's scan through the daily activity and see where we went wrong, where we can adjust ourselves, we can correct ourselves, where we can fine-tune ourselves and say, oh, I could have done this better, or I shall not repeat this again. Such a resolve will help us so that continuously we can go on putting a check on wrong things and add something very special that, oh, I can improve myself in such and such a style. Then we offer a prayer to the Lord and say, my Lord, forgive me for all that was done wrongly. I shall not do it again. Such a resolve will go a long way. And remind ourselves through this prayer also that, my Lord, you are the goal of human life. We are yet but slaves of wishes, putting bar to our advancement. Thou art the only God and power to bring us up to that stage. And when we analyze these words little by little, convey to our heart a lot of profound meaning behind it, why each word is utilized in its own sequence, the purpose behind it. It will strike your heart in a very moving way. It elicits and invokes the presence of the Lord, and our heart will recognize it also, the response from above. With such a state of mind, with such a grateful heart, when we peacefully go to sleep, embracing the Lord in our arms, go to sleep and see the nature of sleep at that time. When you wake up, you are ready again for morning meditation. And after meditation again, hold on this meditative state as long as you can, and then go out into the world and perform the duties that we are asked to. This daily routine will change the quality of our life once and for all. Years of observation has taught me one thing, that a person who loves to meditate, all of a sudden after 2-3 months of enjoying meditation, all of a sudden said, oh, I don't feel like meditating. And if this trend continues, that means you have reached some level of plateau or a barrier which must be crossed. Best thing under those circumstances would be to use one of those apps, Let's Meditate app, and connect with the trainer. Either you can sit remotely with the trainer, or you can actually ask a face-to-face meditation session so that this barrier can be removed.